Thanks very much, President. I too voted against it. Giving the big boys more power than they have already is a disaster. The reforms proposed in this report are only scratching at the surface of the problem. Is the EU a democracy? What started as an ideal has, through the decades, been muddied and garbled by right-wing neoliberal reforms and undemocratic treaty change. We have deeply flawed institutions that are unanswerable, opaque and endlessly bureaucratic. And the place is run by lobbyists. We have 705 MEPs. We have about 60,000 lobbyists in Brussels. My God, most of them hired by big industry, trying to influence the decision-making. But what is democracy anyway? Do we ever ask ourselves that? Is it having a vote every 5 years? I don't think so. Democracy is where the ordinary citizen would have a say in how his country, how his community is run. They don't have it. We don't even have local government. You couldn't have it without local government. Democracy is overrated as we know it. And we pretend we have it. But a real good example of that is that today, 80% of the people have made clear in Europe that they want the war in Ukraine to end. They want peace rather than continue to punish Russia. But 80% of the politicians across Europe, they want the war to continue and they want to continue to fuel it. So who represents who? The politicians do not represent the citizens of Europe.